Ladies are seeing 2 to go.
Good. I'm with Bruno-Roy. You've been out on the course.
I did one lap out on the course.
I assume. I just want to talk to you about equipment choices today. What are you going to go with? It's muddy, but it's not a certain kind of peanut butter mud.
It is. I pre-rode yesterday on the Dugas Typhoons, and there was no mud on the course, and so those were fine. And today it's a different story, and it's really, really thick. But the start section's still pretty dry.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ride the mud tires today. So I think it's going to make a difference in the traction later on out there.
So do you think it's sloppy, technical enough, greasy enough in the corners to be a Mo Bruno day?
You know, when I pre-rode it, there's still no getting off the bike, which is the joke we have in our house, that the less time I actually spend riding the bike, the better my results. So it's still a lot of pedaling out there. I mean, it's still pretty rideable despite the mud, and it's very, very flat. So I think that the really strong, powerful riders are still going to be who you're seeing, whether it's muddy or dry today.
You know, I rode a couple laps, and the only thing I'll say about the power was there's an awful lot of sections where you couldn't really lay out all your power because it was just, you were going to slide out, slip on a corner or something like that. So, I'm a little undecided as to whether it's like a super bike handling day or is it a power day.
I think it'll be a good combination, especially coming out of the corners. Where you normally want to stand up and really punch it. I think you're going to have good bike control and finesse.
So who do you have in the pits today?
Matt, of course.
Okay, we see Matt over here.
And Butch with Trim and us is always a backup. He's always willing to help.
So Matt is meticulously working on your pit bike.
Absolutely.
What is your guess in terms of how busy the pits are going to be today?
Well, it looked like it was drying out quite a bit, so originally I came in thinking I'd swap twice a lap, but now it's looking like once a lap.
So once a lap, so Matt's going to have about 7 minutes, 8 minutes to turn your bike around and make it perfect.
Yep. He's done it.
It's got to be the worst 7 minutes of his life because he's a perfectionist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, listen, good luck today.
Thank you.
And congratulations again on all your #1 rankings. I'm going to go talk to Matt right now. Matt,
what's up, handsome?
what do you think's going to happen in the pits today?
It's going to be a full-on bar brawl. No, it's usually very gentlemanly. Setting up now, so maybe one bike a lap, maybe even fewer. So looking at the way the bikes are coming through the start line now, once or twice a lap maybe, but I'm thinking once a lap.
So let me just ask you a technical question. Given that this is a new course.
Yeah.
And, the bikes are collecting a lot of grass.
Yeah.
It's one thing if it's mud and you just kind of rinse it off. When you've only got 6-7 minutes to turn a bike around, how do you get the grass out of the derailleurs and the cassettes and the
Well, the power
brakes and all
washer
that?
does an awful lot. And this is one of the pits where they have it kind of Euro style, where there's someone running the power washer and you kind of manipulate the bike so the washer gets the right spot. I have a little Nomad power washer that I bring along with me just for a little touch-up in case I can't get everything out of the power washer. And you do what you can in 3 minutes. You put a little WD-40 or PAM just so it stays slippery. And
where are you putting the WD-40?
Pretty much everywhere. So pedals, drivetrain. I'll even put a little on the seat tube because it just helps shed. So either do cooking spray or I do WD-40.
So isn't the WD-40, doesn't that cut into the oil effect on the chain as well, though?
It serves as the oil because it's only going to be on the bike for
I see, it's such a short period
10 minutes,
of time.
right?
Okay.
So yeah, we wouldn't ever use WD-40 as a lube for a bike, but in the circumstance, it's a perfect thing. It's light, it's slippery, it's gonna last for the 10 minutes we need it on there. So it's something that something Stu has been using. I've tried it out, and between PAM, like the cooking spray on the pedals, and on the drivetrain, and WD-40 on the drivetrain.
Now, what about on the down tube and other areas?
Yeah, you can do it, but I mean, really, what you're going to see today is everything's just collecting at the brakes and at the drivetrain. So it's not really hanging up anywhere else because it's just grass. It's just
Right.
It's not like the sloppy mud that we've seen at Nationals in Kansas City 2 years ago, where it was freezing on the bike. And in that case, it was nice to have the bike completely sprayed, almost like if you coated it in Teflon, and it would just kind of help it slide off or stick less.
Well, listen, good luck in the pits today.
Thanks very much.
Mo is also predicting that maybe one bike a lap, but
yeah.
I'm kind of hoping it's sloppy and I get to see you turning around twice a lap.
All right.
All right,
We'll take what we can get.